We had the opportunity to research the options available for personal, legal, liability protection for those who carry a firearm in the United States in 2022. Our goal in this series of videos is to offer in a non-biased format the results of that research. Here we go. So this is the results of a bunch of research we've done on individual legal protection when carrying a firearm in the United States in 2022, or concealed carry insurance, CCW insurance. For some reason I always say constitutional carry insurance. We want to thank our Patreons, people that make it possible for us to spend time on research like this, and the time to compile the research into a data sheet like this, and the time to make a series of videos that's actually taken a long time, and to support the websites that give us a place to put this data so that it's available for anybody that wants to take a look at it. And it's there. It's been, the internet gets snapshots taken of it. People see the information and glean from it. So our Patreons make it possible for the information to be out there for that. It also means that we can offer this information without a sales pitch. We don't have any skin in the game, so I'm not here to influence you to purchase one of these or to stay away from any of them due to any kind of compensation on our part. So again, thanks to our Patreons that allowed us to do this at the beginning of 2022. This time, we're in the series here. We're going to take a look at the newest player in the game, the one that instigated the whole project, and that is Right to Bear. So I'm going to zoom in on it here for a second, but then I'm going to, because of the layout of the screen here, I'm going to need to zoom all the way back out and look at the whole screen, so you're not going to really see too much of them. So we'll scroll through and look at it all kind of quickly here. Well, I guess maybe maybe I'll try doing it this way. I guess maybe we don't need the whole thing. So we got Right to Bear. New to the scene, the protectwithbear.com is their website. They just started in 2022, and they are an insurance policy as opposed to prepaid legal or some sort of a membership thing. They're the only one right now that has 4 tiers for membership. All the others have either 1 or 3 tiers. Right to Bear has a bronze, a silver, a gold, and a platinum. The bronze membership is $115. The silver is $235. The gold is $385, and the platinum is $595. And special bonus if you can come up with any reason why they picked those weird numbers as opposed to like even numbers or anything else. Anyhow, they don't have any kind of startup fee or initial fee, and they do have a monthly option that ranges anywhere from $11 to $51 a month. However, if you purchase them annually, you do get a bit of a discount. Next, we're going to take a look at coverage, and I think I will zoom out a little bit because I don't have all the rest of these memorized, and we're going to get to where some of these are going to be more interesting to compare than to just hear the statistics. Again, we're not here to sell your Right to Bear, but instead to offer some insight into the differences and the similarities between some of these options. And I'm going to see if I can. Yeah, I get about that as close as I'm going to get. All right, so next we're going to take a look at coverage. That's a pretty good chunk of our research, is digging into what you get for what we just talked about, how much it costs. So Right to Bear is like a few of the others, or most of the others, I should say, in that you can get it in most of the country. However, there's 3 states where they refuse to let the citizens get insurance, and those are New York, New Jersey, and Washington State. So that being said, I believe you can travel anywhere in the country with Right to Bear. I haven't seen that explicitly stated, so if you have more information on that, let us know. I believe the payout is upfront, like most of the others. In fact, all of the other current options, you get paid upfront. There's no choice of attorney, I don't think, but I'm not sure. I guess I don't know. I shouldn't say that. I haven't seen explicitly one way or the other if you choose the attorney. As far as access to attorney, there's very little data available on their website. I haven't seen anything that says you can have access to the attorney. Some of the other options either offer an FAQ that attorneys have created, frequently asked questions, or actual access to an attorney, a hotline, or some way to talk to attorneys that have nothing to do with an actual case, just questions and answers, access to an attorney. There are limits. You have somewhere between $50 up to $2 million for criminal defense costs with right to bear. That is dissimilar. It's unlike some of the other options out there. Some of the other options, as you can see, most of the other options just say no limit. And I don't know if that's because they know that the average is somewhere that they don't need to talk about, or it's within the realm, but for whatever reason, I don't know why the others all just say no limit, where right to bear offers some range between 50,000 and 2 million. I mean, I don't know what kind of criminal costs would be 50,000, but all the others are starting at, well, I guess NRA, the defunct NRA was similar, but most of the others start at 150 or just say no limit. Now, appeals, it's not clear whether or not appeals are covered. Some of the others do. A couple of them are questionable, so it's not a given. Civil defense damages, I'm not aware of what's happening with civil damages. Maybe I missed that, and maybe they don't say it. I guess we'll have to find out. That's the first error I found. If that's an error, that's the first one I found. But there's not a lot of information on the Right to Bear website, so this is what I was able to find. I might have omitted that. It seems weird that there's nothing listed there, but, well, let me pause for a moment. All right, I just went over to check, and they all just say, all the plans just say civil damages included. So I don't know, I hope that doesn't mean out of the civil defense attorney's fees cost, but again, they're new to the scene. They say that you can get bail bonds for an additional fee. Bail bonds cost $75 a year. Spouses cost between $50 and $100 depending on the plan. Each plan has a different cost. Dependents are covered where it's not clear. They don't say on the website. They don't talk about extreme risk protection orders or red flag laws. They do offer psychological support. It just says it's included. Compensation for time in court is $35, and I'm not sure if that means per year or per month. Constitutional carry is included. You don't have to have a CCW in order to be insured. It's unclear if they have crime scene cleanup, if they work with, or if they allow other weapons besides a firearm, although most of the other options or services do. It's unclear. I haven't seen anything about whether or not they have any kind of replacement for confiscated firearms. They do not look to recuperate or recoup the costs if you're found guilty or you plea to a minor offense, and they offer coverage for accidental discharges at an additional $75 fee. It's not clear whether or not they cover gun-free zones, but like a lot of the other coverages that don't, we're going to assume that they don't. And then next we're going to take a look at their extras. And again, each of these different options and services kind of emphasize training differently. Right to Bear does emphasize it. However, they emphasize training and education through their videos and webinars. They have a hotline. However, unlike most of the others that offer it 24/7, as far as I can tell, the Bears hotline is from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. And then they do offer those educational materials. And one of their additional benefits is that one of the things they're real proud of is $100 gift certificate or $100 off when you purchase something at Palmetto State Armory, a popular store that they're affiliated with. Next, we're going to take a look at some characteristics that aren't often looked at when people do these comparisons or reviews. And scrolling down, making sure I get everything in the screen here. Scrolling down, we take a look at their YouTube. Now, they're new to the scene, and they've only got 3 videos up and 26 subscribers, so there's no way to hold that against them other than to say they do have their YouTube. They're going to be using it. Time will tell how much they use it. They do have an affiliate program, so right off the bat, like almost all the other options or services out there, they are attempting to incentivize people to recommend their service and to bring people over, and they do that with an affiliate fee or a kickback. So again, be careful that when you're looking at different reviews and comparisons that not watching a commercial. As far as I can tell, they're in Utah, and that's their contact information, but they don't have a lot of contact information, so they might also be down with Palmetto State in South Carolina, so I'm not sure. As I mentioned on each of these reviews, we don't have any information about any kind of experience or number of trials or their success rate. If anybody gets that information, let us know. None of the other services or options offer that information, but it would be interesting to use to compare. And with the other options and services out there, we've had Better Business Bureau ratings, but I'm not really sure who to look up for Right to Bear. It's called Protect with Bear is their website. Right to Bear is their name of their insurance, but I'm sure the insurance company is called something else, and I don't know what it is to look it up. If someone knows, let us know, and we'll post the Better Business Bureau rating here for comparison. Otherwise, the last thing we would normally look at are the people that they're associated with or their advisors, the people that created it. And while I've seen a few people on live conversations, met a couple of people at SHOT Show, we have yet to see kind of who is starting it and the premise of it and who's going to be associated with it. But that's the nature of something that's brand new. So this is not quite the conclusion of this series, and you can go back and look at the ones we've already recorded. There might be a couple yet to come, depending on when you're watching this. But give us some feedback. We are posting these on multiple platforms out there. The idea is not to sell you any of these options or to pick one above the other for you, but instead to offer the information. To have conversations out there to spark interest and to give people some insight as to the complicated nature of owning a firearm in the United States in 2022, at least as far as personal legal liability coverage or concealed carry insurance. All right, I want to thank again our Patreons. 150 people subscribe to what we do. They make it possible for us to spend time on projects like this, to take the information from the internet and arrange it in a PowerPoint or a useful little data set like this, to publish that information and use it for videos like this one. We have this information available on MinutemanUniversity.com for anybody to check it out. Those Patreons make it possible for that website to exist. They make it possible for us to take the time to put this project together. They pay for the software that we use to do all this, and they give us the moral support to know that it's worth doing. So leave us some comments. Let us know what you think. Until next, I'd like to say a big thank you to those who subscribe to our Patreon channel. You keep our websites online and all this information available for free for everyone. Wherever you find the video, over on gunstreamer.com or on guntube.org. Thank you for supporting our projects. If you'd like to buy us a cup of coffee, check out our Patreon channel.
The guys and gals of gunwebsites.com encourage you to take a CCW class every year, practice at least once a month, and carry every day. Thank you for watching gunwebsites.com.